Happy Thursday. Let's talk some baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we are back, baby. More research help, more best bets for Thursday, July 20th. It is my older sister's birthday today, so happy birthday to her. We got a big show for you today. We got good hitter matchups, good pitcher matchups, the pitcher report, and then we are bringing in the pen, baby. We got the bullpen report today, and then some best bets, of course. I am ready for a sweep. Smaller slate of games today. I don't love it as much as yesterday, but I still found some good bets, and we're going to get some winners today. So, before we start anything, smash that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Been getting some good comments, some new subscribers, people that just joined that are enjoying the show. So, thank you for reaching out. Welcome to the channel. This is a ton of fun. So, here we go. I'm going to keep this short. Let's start in with that bets recap page. There we go. Red Sox and Mets moneyline parlay. I am just so pissed off at the Red Sox. They lost two in a row, lost the series to the A's. The Mets won easily. Braves minus 1.5. They've lost, I think, four in a row now, maybe three, four in a row. I don't know what happened. They just didn't hit. They didn't hit a pitcher that's not very good and scored like 3 runs. Eduardo Rodriguez, I mentioned this was my favorite bet of the day, over 5.5 Ks, and he hit that easily. I think he hit it in the fourth inning, maybe the third inning. I don't remember. And then the added play on Discord for the members: George Springer, Cody Bellinger, 1+ hit at minus 114. That was an easy winner. Bellinger got a hit in like the third or fourth inning, I believe, and Springer got it in the first inning in his first at bat. So gotta love that. 24-16 run. Kind of been ho hum the last few days after that real hot streak we had. But you know what? We're going to get after it. We are up 4.08 units on the year right now, and it starts with the good hitter matchups. All right, here we go. Let's talk some bats. We have 8 good hitter matchups for you, and it starts with Goldie. Paul Goldschmidt of the Cardinals, 9 for 24, 2 doubles, and 3 home runs versus Marcus Stroman. That is pretty impressive against him. Next one, his teammate Nolan Gorman of the Cardinals, 5 for 17 and 2 home runs off of Stroman. And then we got Brendan Donovan of the Cardinals. He is 5 for 14, 5 singles versus Stroman, so not much power there. Yasmani Grandal of the White Sox, 5 for 15, 2 home runs versus Jose Quintana, who is making his first start of the year. And then we got Aaron Hicks of the Orioles, 4 for 10, 1 triple, and 1 home run versus Tyler Glasnow. Yandy Diaz of the Rays, he is 4 for 9, all 4 singles versus Kyle Gibson. And then we got Whit Merrifield of the Blue Jays, 5 for 8, 2 doubles, and 1 home run versus Snell. And then Ozzy Albies finishes it off for the Braves, 4 for 8 and 1 bomb off of Zach Gallon of Milk. That's what we got for hitter matchups. Let's move over to those good pitcher strikeout matchups. All right, let's talk some arms. We have 3 good pitcher strikeout matchups, and it starts with Alex Corn on the Cob versus the Reds. Reds, 6th highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days at 25%. Cobb, 91 Ks in 95.2 innings. This is a weird stat and probably means nothing, but he has exactly 5 or 7 strikeouts in 6 of his last 7 starts. He either gets 5 or 7. So take that for what it is. Next one, George Kirby of the Mariners against the Twins. We've talked about this series. It seems like they play every single day. Twins, 2nd highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days at 27.5%. George Kirby, 93 Ks and 112.2 innings. In his last 4 home games, which he is home in this game, he has 4, 7, 10, and 7 Ks. So a little bit higher when he's at home. Twins just strike out a ton. You saw that. Luis Castillo had like 11 Ks versus the Twins yesterday. I know George Kirby doesn't strike out guys as much as Castillo, but just letting you know. The last one, of course, it's the Twins pitcher. Pablo Lopez versus the Mariners. Mariners' 3rd highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days at 26.5%. Pablo Lopez, 145 strikeouts and 116.2 innings. He is a big time strikeout pitcher. Versus 4 other top 10 strikeout teams. So he's faced 4 other teams that are in the top 10 right now in the last 30 days. He had 7, 12, 10, and 9 strikeouts in those games. So just want to throw that out there. The Mariners just had Kenta Maeda pitch against him yesterday, and they struck out 9 times against him. So Lopez can probably do some damage today. Anyways, those are the good pitcher strikeout matchups. And now it's time to go to the pen. All right, let's talk some bullpens. We changed it up a little bit. I added an extra team. So we got top and bottom 6 Major League bullpens in the last 30 days I did it by ERAs this time with the Sierra next to it. So if you are new to this and haven't seen this before, Sierra, as you can see below, skill interactive earn run average that they use. It eliminates factors that the pitcher has no control over himself, and then helps predict the ERA moving forward. So it's kind of what handicappers use a little bit. Is this sustainable? Are they getting lucky, or are they due for some regression? All that kind of stuff. So top six, Phillies number one, just I think like they were last time. So 2.22 ERA. They are pitching really well out of the pen. And the Sierra is right there with it. So you got the top six. I don't think there's any real surprises. Cubs have been kind of good all year, and then Braves obviously. So not too much there. The Cubs are due for a little negative regression, as you see by that 3.95 Sierra, but that's not terrible. And then bottom six ERAs over there. The Angels are absolutely horrendous right now, 7.03 ERA, but they are due for some positive regression coming up, as you can tell by their 4.96 Sierra. And the A's are always there, Royals, Nationals, Padres. We've talked about this before, and you're going to see today that I don't trust the Padres bullpen also. 5.29 ERA in the last 30 days. They have really plummeted and not pitched well. A team you don't see on there that was 24th, just to let you know, was the Astros. Their bullpen has been struggling a little bit more lately. But yeah, not too many surprises over there in the bottom six. But hopefully this helps you guys kind of moving forward. Obviously, bullpen has a ton of arms, so some games you're going to be seeing the good arms that pitch better, and some days you're going to have some of the crappier ones. So, anyways, that's the bullpen report. Take a screenshot. Hopefully, that helps out a little bit as to who's struggling, who's doing well, and all that. So, now it's time for that pitcher report. We got some good matchups today, guys. Look at that first one. Two Cy Young favorites, Zach Gallen and Spencer Strider, facing off this morning. As you can tell, their numbers are solid. Zach Gallen on the road has been not as good at all. He's been absolutely elite at home. So take that for what it is. Doesn't mean he's going to pitch terrible today, but just want to let you know, Strider almost 40% K rate, which is insane. And then you got my man Blake Snell. I've mentioned him in the Cy Young as a best bet to win the Cy Young on the midseason prediction show. He hasn't slowed down at all. He's been unbelievable, and we will talk about that later. 32.4% K rate. But even Alex Cobb and Andrew Abbott's not a bad one. Andrew Abbott did have a little negative regression last start, and he's still due for some more, but still a great young pitcher. Jose Quintana, the lefty for the Mets, is making his first start, so we'll see how that goes going against Michael Kopech. And Taijuan Walker, sneaky good for the Phillies. Look at that expected ERA, 3.72, right there with Corbin Burns. So that should be another good matchup. But yeah, those are the first five. Let's check out the next five matchups we got for today. Not as many good ones on this page, but we got good pitchers going. We got Glasnow throwing, Stroman. That Pablo Lopez, George Kirby is a really good matchup. Both expected ERAs under 3.5, really low whips. And obviously Lopez strikes out a lot more. He's at a little over 38%. And then we got Glasnow, 35% K rate. It's been pretty unbelievable. So yeah, those are the matchups. Greinke's coming off the IL, making a start again. Michael Lorenzen's been pretty solid for the Tigers. So yeah, some interesting matchups. The bottom one's not so good, obviously. But yeah, there's a big advantage to the Cubs in that starting pitcher matchup. That's for sure. But anyways, those are the 10 matchups. Take some screenshots. Hopefully this helps you guys out with your bets today for July 20th. And now it is time for the best bets. Game number one takes us to Toronto, Canada. We got the Padres at the Blue Jays. Padres money line minus 115, Blue Jays money line minus 105 with an over-under of 9 runs. My best bet in this game, it is the Padres first 5 money line. We did this a couple days ago. We hit it pretty easily. Let's run it back. Minus 116 on FanDuel that I found and I gave out on Discord late last night. Blake Snell. I don't know what else to say. He's been just unbelievable. Get this. This might be the craziest stat. 4 earned runs given up in his last 58 innings. 58 innings. That's right. He has given up 0, the big goose egg, runs in 7 of his last 9 starts. I don't know what got into this guy, but he has just turned a corner, and he is as elite as it gets in the league right now. Also, he's only giving up 19.4% hard contact. You know what that is? That's in the 98th percentile in the major leagues. How about a 32.4% K rate, which is in the 97th percentile? I mean, I don't know what else to say. He does walk a few guys. He's getting 2, 3, 4 walks some games, which obviously isn't ideal, but it's not mattering because he's just striking out a ton of hitters and not giving up many hits. So he leaves them stranded, that's for sure. Blue Jays offense, 15th WRC plus, 23rd in ISO power. What that tells me is they hit a lot of singles lately. So this is versus left-handed pitching in the last 30 days. They've just been average. Their batting average is like eighth or something, somewhere in the top 10 because they get some singles, but power-wise, it's just not there against lefties. Doesn't mean they can't. I just don't see them all of a sudden turning a corner versus one of the best lefties in the game. So that's Blake Snell. He's going up against Chris Bassett Hound. We got average. He's just average. I mean, he is as average as it gets. If you look at all the categories, it's that's all you can say. But it's kind of inconsistently average, which is kind of weird. He's not just giving up, two, three earn runs every game. He sometimes has some blow up games. Now he's going against this red hot Padres lineup. We talked about it a couple days ago. Fifth WRC plus and ISO power, and sixth OPS versus righties in the last 30 days. They've just been on an absolute tear. So in this game, you have the much better starting pitcher, the better lineup as of the last 30 days, and with these splits and everything. And I just think it's great value, minus 116 on the first five money line. As you saw in the bullpen report, they've struggled in the bullpen. So I am not trusting it. I'm taking the first five money line, which means if it is a tie after 5 innings, it's a push. You get your money back, and that's what it is. If you want to go minus a half run in the first 5 innings, I think I saw late last night it was about plus 100 or something like that, maybe plus 110. You could do that too. I'm just playing it safe on the first five money line. So that is my first bet. Let's move on to the next game. All right, we have a nice hitter parlay for you today. Before I give this hitter parlay out, this is my final bet. I only got two today. I might add a third one later in the Discord, but I just wanted to give you guys maybe a couple ideas that I was thinking also. Some leans, maybe Pablo Lopez. I saw him over 7.5 Ks. I don't mind it. It just started to become really juicy, like at minus 135, minus 140. So it got a little out of my range. And then also I like the Cubs money line today. I think the line is a little off. I saw it minus 125 late last night, and early this morning, maybe minus 130. I still like it. Cubs money line when they got Marcus Stroman versus Steven Matz. So just want to give you guys a couple more leans since I'm only giving out two best bets today for this video. So here we go. Cody Bellinger and Kyle Tucker, 1+ hit each at plus 104 on DraftKings. We are running it back with Cody Bellinger. We've been on a tear with these hitter parlays. If it wasn't for Anthony Santander a couple days ago, this would be an absolute hot streak. But here we go. Bellinger 1+ hit. We already talked about it a couple days ago when he crushed this. And I hit him again yesterday. Hitting over 400 the last 7 days. 400. A guy that's been struggling, it seems like, for 2 or 3 years now. He's facing the lefty Steven Matz. I know what you're saying. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. Why would you do this? How about hitting 350 versus lefties this year? That's what Bellinger is doing. He also has a higher hard contact percentage versus lefties than righties. So he just has a hot bat. I'm just riding it. There's nothing else to say about it. He's the man. Next one, Kyle Tucker, another lefty to get 1+ hit. He's hitting 500 in the last 7 days. Hold on, let me do the math. Yeah, one of every two at bats is a hit. Absolute bonkers. And he is also facing a lefty. I know, it doesn't make you feel good. You got two lefties against two lefties, but these are two very bad lefty pitchers. He is facing Hogan Harris, who is just not good. Kyle Tucker this year versus lefties, hitting 352. So he is absolutely dominating them. Lefties don't make a big difference for him. So after that, we got a bad A's bullpen. And then after Steven Matz against Bellinger is a bad Cardinals bullpen. So I'm targeting two bad starting pitchers, two bad bullpens, and two hot bats for this one. I love the value at plus 104. Give me Bellinger, give me Kyle Tucker to each get one hit. Those are the two best bets and my leans that I have. Let's move on to that bets recap page. There we go. Padres first five money line minus 116 on FanDuel. And then we got Bellinger and Kyle Tucker, 1+ hit each at plus 104. I didn't want to force the third bet, guys. I know it sucks to only have two bets sometimes, but it's only a 10-game slate, and there wasn't a ton. The books were kind of sharp. But like I said, I like the Cubs money line, maybe Pablo Lopez over in K's, something like that. So, yeah, come join that Discord. The link is below. It's a lot of fun. We talk baseball, and I can answer any questions also. It's free to join, and there's some channels if you want to be a premium member as well. So thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Enjoy some day baseball today, and we'll be back for the big Friday show tomorrow.